So you've been climbing about 4 or 5 years now, and ironically, even though you've kept climbing, you've plateaued. You're stuck on V4 or 510, and you haven't made any real improvement since you started. So are you tired of being marginally better than the friends you bring on your guest pass? Are you gonna change how you work out, your diet, get a new research plan? Heck no. You are gonna use one of these top 5 climbing excuses. Excuse number 1. Your gym is harder. Way to be original with this excuse. This is everyone's favorite internet comment when they see someone send a climb. Saying, "Oh, that's a V2 in my gym," is basically the equivalent of saying The Office is your favorite TV show. Dude, super original. This is the guy that's always bragging about how little sleep he gets and how tough that makes him. His self-worth doesn't come from doing hard things, it comes from other people knowing he could do hard things. While some gyms do admittedly grade much harder than others, this gets the top 5 because of how prolific an excuse it is. Moving to excuse number 2, age. There's V1, V2, V3, you're getting V old, bro. There's a reason the comp kids keep flashing your project, and that's because the last thing you flashed was one of the disposable Kodak cameras in the early 2000s. Saying you could have sent that climb when you're younger is the perfect excuse, because you can follow it up by saying that climbs back in your day didn't have dynos or coordination moves. Also, climbs back in the day were easier for you because you were so good. So I guess you sent easier climbs that were harder. No, you sent harder climbs because you were easier. But no matter what, you were better than everyone else. The point is that you can be confident at any age less than the one you are now that you were better than anyone or any climbing that occurs today. Sure, your knees are clicking more than a computer mouse, but you still enjoy climbing up that number line. Excuse number 3, the weather. Didn't climb well today? Well, maybe it was too humid. How am I supposed to climb with sweaty hands? Too dry? How am I supposed to climb? There's nothing for the chalk to grip onto. Is it too cold out? How am I supposed to climb wearing all these extra clothes? Raining? I can't climb indoors. Everyone's gonna be inside. It's gonna be way too crowded. Perfect day outside? I can't go out to the crag. It's gonna be way too crowded. Everyone's gonna be at the crag. Excuse number 4, body type. You haven't changed your training plan, diet, or even goals in the past 4 years. So why aren't you doing better? Why on earth would you do that kind of analysis when you could just blame genetics? Can't send a crimpy climb? Well, your hands are too big. It has nothing to do with footwork, your poor footwork putting all the weight on your fingers. It's your big hands. Can't do a sit start? It has nothing to do with the lack of mobility drills you put in. It's that you're too tall. This is one of the better excuses because you can easily follow it up with a subtle compliment about yourself. I don't think climbing's for me. I've just been putting on too much muscle over the winter. It's not for big guys like me. Excuse number 5, you were too busy to train. How on earth am I expected to climb 512s? I'm working 5 12-hour days. Yeah, if I lived in the climbing gym like you, maybe I could climb, but I have more important priorities, like watching Instagram reels and binging TV shows while I watch my Instagram reels. I can't work out because most times I'm working out how to avoid going to the gym. You might not be a peak athlete, but your friends and family need to know that you could choose to be a peak athlete. Thanks for watching, and let me know what excuse you use in the comment below. Be sure to hit subscribe for future videos.